This video and every other video on this channel is brought to you by our channel members. Join today for early access, bonus content, and more. Hey Aldis 11 Universe, it's Xander and welcome back to WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw on the final Raw before Cyber Sunday, and we are kicking things off tonight. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, gonna go face to face with his challenger for this weekend, for this weekend's event. You all, the fans, voted. It was such a slim competition, a slim margin. It came down to single-digit votes. But Danielson now going to lock it in, make it official. That he is going head-to-head this weekend with Secret No More. Buddy Murphy of the Judgment Free Day. I forgot that was their name. Oh, the graphics department are absolute winners for that one. That is right. I thought they were Judge, Jury, and Executioner Day. I think they were Work in Progress Day last I checked, but apparently they're still Judgment Free Day. So, the Judgment Day have made their way down to the ring. Buddy Murphy is going to be the American Dragon's challenger this weekend. They have got a lot of history, and they are going to go face-to-face here to kick us off on Raw. Well, looks like we find ourselves in the opposite position of where we were a few years ago, eh, buddy? Indeed it does. A couple of years ago, I was the champion, you were the challenger. Now here we are heading into Cyber Sunday. It's the other way around. And the result is going to be the other way around this time as well, Mr. Murphy. Now, I've got a lot of respect for you, and I think you know that. And I like to think that you've got a lot of respect for me as well. Indeed, I do. You're one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Bryan. I stand by that. You've had a hell of a career. But now, you're reaching the end of that career, Bryan. And you said that once you're done with championships, once you have lost this NWA title, once you have no gold anymore, you're going to wind it down, go home? Well, I like to be a good guy. I like to be a nice guy. But I'm about to be a bad guy. Because this weekend at Cyber Sunday, I'm going to be the reason that you do finally go home, that you do wrap it up, call it quits, and get ready for retirement, Bryan. Because, Bryan, I'm not walking out without that NWA title. I've been chasing a world title for years at this point. I've been trying since the very beginning to become a world champion, and you've done it several times in the time since I got here. Now it's the time to end it. You say that. And you say that really confidently, buddy. But I gotta tell you, I went through hell for this championship. And I will be damned if I lose it to you. Yes! Bryan Danielson, Bryan. Danhausen, what are you doing? Look! Here's the thing, Mr. Bryan. You do not have what it takes to beat Mr. Ripley. Mr. Ripley is one of the greatest competitors in this sport. He is going to be the world champion of all the worlds. Where are you going with this, bud? He is Danhausen's best friend. Mr. Ripley is Danhausen's brother. And I will not stand by and listen to him be disrespected. You want to do something about it then, Danhausen? Danhausen will curse you right now, turn you from the American Dragon into the Washington Lizard. We will do the wrestles right now. Danhausen, you don't have to. I accept. Oh, bloody hell. Alright, I guess we're doing this. We're kicking off Raw with, oh my god, Bryan Danielson and Danhausen going at it here. And Danielson looking to out-wrestle Danhausen quickly here. I do agree with Buddy on one thing about all this. Bryan Danielson, I firmly believe, is one of, if not the greatest wrestler of all time in-ring-wise. As Danhausen's no slouch in the ring either. He's no technical mastermind by any means, but he is not a bad technical wrestler by any means either. When he turns it on in that ring, Danhausen's a beast in there sometimes. You get him in there this is a guy that, he was in the World Cup. In fact, I believe he made it past the first round of the World Cup in Season 1. Or the first time we did it, not Season 1, rather, but, you know what I'm saying. Danhausen grabs onto him, taking him down here. Into an armbar here, pulling back on Bryan here. And Bryan Danielson, the NWA champ now, firing away. Knocking back here, grabs Danhausen into big takedown there. Yes, that is right, folks. We are now 6 days away from Cyber Sunday. It's a show called Cyber Sunday. I think you can figure out what day of the week is on. Yeah, that's right. It's on Thursday. No, it's on Sunday, obviously. As Bryan now pushing Danhausen into the corner again here. Got a hold of the ear here as well. And Danielson putting him in the corner now. Uppercut from Bryan. And Bryan Danielson now putting a boot into the head of Danhausen. Grabs a hold of him now. Does Bryan Danielson. Picking away at him now. Knocking back Danhausen. Danhausen getting kicked down now. Bryan. Danhausen getting kicked in the head now. And Bryan Danielson with a forearm. Taking him back up to his feet here. And Danhausen. Poor guy. He's out of it already, Bryan. I think you can just end it. Bryan Danielson taking him down here, but Danielson, no mercy from the American Dragon. What the hell? Since when can he do that? Since when can he do that? Flying headbutt there from Danielson. And now Bryan. Danhausen somehow managed to turn the lights out long enough to appear behind Danielson. And Bryan. Psycho knee. Taking him down. And Bryan Danielson. Oh! Kick to the head. Danhausen. Rolls him through now. Danhausen to pin the NWA champ, but Danhausen, it's turned over. And now Bryan into yes lock. And that's it. Danhausen down and out. Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson with the win. The NWA champ picking up some momentum ahead of his matchup against Buddy Murphy this weekend. Danhausen tried his damnedest, but in the end, the Psycho knee and the yes lock, a deadly combination. The NWA champ with the win. Folks, it's time to hear from the women that have been voted in and will challenge for the women's tag team titles this weekend.
Well, how about that? You all did something right after all. With literally almost 24 options. Over 100 different pairings. You put together the glitz and the glamour.
And now the duo of Tiffy and I will walk into Cyber Sunday this weekend and continue not only our undefeated streak here in WWE, but we will also become your new Women's Tag Team Champions, giving these titles a much-needed facelift.
Yeah, you two are out here saying that, but you gotta keep in mind who you're coming up against. Fatal Influence, we are the most dominant women's trio in this company, in this business. We won these titles at WrestleMania, and we will be damned if we lose them to a couple of bubble-headed blonde bimbos like you two.
Tiffy, allow me. Darling, aren't you the one that held the United States title for practically 2 weeks before dropping it right back to Becky? Also, you come out here talking as if blondes is an insult. The joke's on you. We're both natural blondes. And last I checked, you all have some kind of record for most times holding the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. Well, that also means you hold the record for losing them the most. Now then, Tiffy and I have strategy to say. So, what is it that my tag team partner says? Toodles?
All right, it is time for some more singles action up next. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I found out 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I know. Anyways, it is time for some more singles action as here comes one half of the World Tag Team Champions. 1/3 of LFI, Andrade, making his way down to the ring. Andrade is going to be in singles action tonight. He's taking on one half of his challengers. So, remember how you somehow voted for a full tag team for the women? You did it again for the men. Because you guys voted in the Lucha Bros together as the challengers to LFI this weekend. So, Penta and Rey Fenix making their way down to the ring. Penta competing tonight. Penta and Andrade, a lot of history between them throughout their careers. Going one-on-one here tonight. So Andrade and Penta will be going one-on-one here tonight. And then this weekend, the Lucha Bros will face off with LFI. So, without any further ado, here we go. They lock up now. Penta grabs Andrade around the waist now. Penta has him by the waist here. Andrade's got a hold of him now. Penta now. Penta. Snapmare taking him down into a chin lock here. Penta has the chin of Andrade now. And Penta. No, Andrade starting to get back up here. Penta pushing back on the arm though. Penta. No, Andrade countering. Andrade knocking back Penta here. And Andrade's got a hold of him now. Penta. Hold on, Penta. Pushing Andrade back into the corner now. Andrade into the corner here. Penta. Oh, kicked in the midsection. Andrade knocking him back. Andrade, though. Big drop kick there, taking him down. Kicks him down now, does Andrade. He's got Penta. And Andrade now. Here we go. Flipping him across the ring, taking him down. Going down now. Ground and pound on Andrade. Or from Penta. On Penta from Andrade now. And Andrade pulls him over, slamming down the arm here. Getting ahead there from Penta now, and Penta into Hurricane Rana. Down goes Andrade. Penta's got him down now, and Penta putting a boot into the midsection of him here. Getting him back up to his feet now. Kicking away at him here is Penta. Andrade getting knocked back. Swung around now. Penta's caught here, and Andrade dropping the elbow across the midsection. Goes into a cover now on Penta. Kick out from Penta. Penta now caught here. Andrade has Penta now, and Penta shoved down by Andrade. Penta now catching him. Hurricane Rana there, taking him down. In the midsection here, has him in trouble. Penta now with Andrade down. Zelina Vega up on the apron now. Vega taking off that turnbuckle pad. Andrade thrown across the ring into the corner. Penta with a big overhand shot. Knocking him back into Sling Blade. A bit of a reverse Sling Blade, but a Sling Blade nonetheless. Penta kicking him down now. And now Zelina. Zelina trying to earn her pay here tonight as Andrade and Rush's business manager. Andrade now pulling himself back up to his feet here. Andrade hits the big drop kick, taking down Penta. Now Andrade up to the top rope, goes for a moonsault. Penta taking him down with that Sling Blade again. Penta now dropping the elbow across the midsection of Andrade, getting him back up to his feet now, and Penta goes for a kick. Andrade countering. Andrade puts him in the ropes now. Andrade grabs a hold of him now with Penta of the ropes. Penta catching the ropes now. They collide again now, and Penta, Mexican Destroyer. 1, 2, no! Andrade kicking out. Andrade still in this one now. Penta picking him back up to his feet now, and Penta to the forearm. Andrade countering. Andrade pulling him in now, and Andrade head first into the turnbuckle goes Penta. Now Andrade's got him down. Now Andrade looking for over the moonsault. As Rush just taking that turnbuckle pad that the referee just got back off. Now Andrade with Penta off the ropes here. Goes with that spinning back elbow. Penta's got him now, and Penta into Pentagon Driver. Into a cover now. Penta. 1, 2, 3. Penta picking up the win and the momentum for the Lucha Bros heading into Cyber Sunday. Penta picks up the win tonight for the Lucha Bros. Penta and Phoenix standing tall. Are we looking at the next World Tag Team Champions? Big win there for the Lucha Bros. But now, let's hear from the number 1 contender to the European title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the number 1 contender to the NWA World Championship, Nick Aldis. Rather, the European Championship, a man synonymous with the NWA World's title. Nick Aldis, the Magnus of this business, making his way down to the ring. So, Nick Aldis in the house. Let's hear what he's got to say heading into this weekend. This weekend, I look to win my first championship in years. I walk in to a dumpster match of all bloody stipulations you all could have picked. You pick a filthy, disgusting dumpster, which makes sense seeing as I'm going in there with a piece of garbage. A man who makes a mockery out of this business at each and every turn. I am doing my absolute best not to accidentally trigger his appearance. All of that being said, I am a national treasure. I am the Magnus of this business. I am European wrestling royalty. I was the man that single-handedly kept NWA afloat for years. And my repayment is being mocked. Mark your calendars. Because this weekend at Cyber Sunday, the fun and games are over. I will throw that piece of garbage in the trash where he belongs. And I assure you, I will never fall victim to a Joe Hendry concert. And you will never say his name.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
LS11 Universe. How are we all doing tonight? Now I promised to bring a Joe Hendry concert here to Monday Night Raw tonight. Live in front of all of you on the road to Cyber Sunday. And this weekend, it's not going to be about me, is it? We step into a dumpster match. Not to be confused with a dumpster fire, which would describe Nick Aldis' last 7 years of his career. That being said, Nick, you're someone who likes the spotlight, but you know a thing or two about it being ripped away from you, about being left out in the cold. So, I wrote you a little song, Nick, and I want you all to hear it right here and right now. Clap along, you'll pick up easy. Nick, this one's for you.
You walk to the ring in a three-piece suit. Look the part, yeah, I'll give you that truth. NWA champ with a vintage belt, but the crowd barely knew how your name was spelled. Big stage lights, Chicago's roar, main event dreams on Cody's war. But when the smoke cleared, they all got the call, except one man who just watched them all. And they were all in, but you signed the deals and they broke on through. Tony Khan had a list, yet sadly true. You were there, but he ghosted you. All in, but not all through. The elite got the gold and the Bucks got the crew. Now you're backstage hoping SmackDown sees you. They were all in, except you. You talk like a king from a land long gone, like British royalty just without the crown on. You cut promos like it's 92, but wrestling moved on and it left you too. You're the kind of guy that your mom would cheer, classy, polite, but not booked next year. From Impact to Power to standing by while AEW aired and you wondered why. And they were all in, but even Glacier got a cameo too. Billy Gunn's sons are more over than you. You wore gold, but they passed right through. All in and out, you flew. They called Max, they called Ray, they called every who's who. But when Tony made the list, man, where were you? They were all in, except you. Now I'm not saying you're not talented, I'm just saying they signed Marco Stunt before they signed you. Let that one sink in. You reinvented the British heel, but the crowd still changed the channel mid-match deal. You claim tradition, but here's the scoop: no one's buying tea with your legacy soup. You're the final boss with the outdated code, a wrestling map with a closed-off road. So when the big league came with a fresh debut, guess who they forgot? Spoiler, it's you. They were all in, but you, even Green Arrow got a segment or two. Ring of Honor fell, but they still came through, and yet the forbidden door won't open for you. All in, it's kind of cruel. You were champ, you were sharp, you were top tier fuel, but history books got one missed clue. They were all in, except you. Maybe next time, Nick, if there's another all in.
Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to present to you the woman, the legend, that will be your referee on Sunday between the destructive forces of Jordynne Grace and Jade Cargill, WWE Hall of Famer, Lita.
Thank you, Biggie. It is great to be back in the LS11 universe after so long away, and I promise this weekend I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that the match between these two powerhouses goes smoothly and goes down the middle with no controversy to end it. I know we're dealing with two destructive women with very high tempers and very explosive personalities, but I will do everything I can to make sure we have a definitive winner and a definitive Women's World Champion.
Oh, God! Well, Lita says she's gonna keep it civil, but it seems Jordynne Grace and Jade Cargill are gonna make no promises. As Cargill dropping the champion. Yes, the Joe Hendry clip was done on a different game. It was on 2K22. There's the answer to your question. Delete your comment if you asked. As now, folks, it is time for some singles action. It is time for a WrestleMania rematch. As here come the WWE Trios Champions to the ring. Here come the Shield to the ring. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Jon Moxley making their way down to the ring tonight. A big matchup here, a WrestleMania rematch from what was the WWE title match at WrestleMania last season. Seth Rollins and Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa in the last couple of months has beat Reigns and Mox. He looks to add Seth Rollins to that list tonight. Rollins and Ciampa, the rematch, about to go down here ahead of the Shield versus the Knights of the Round Table this weekend at Cyber Sunday. You all made your voices heard for who would be teaming up with Ciampa and Femi this weekend. It's not going to be Dave the Intern. Sorry, Dave Mania fans. It's not going to be Roy from Security. It is going to be William Regal himself being forced out of retirement for this match. As the Shield, the Trios champions, made their way down to the ring. And so, here comes the former WWE Champion to the ring, serenaded by a chorus of booing, accompanied by his partners for this weekend, Obafemi and William Regal. The Blackheart, Tommaso Ciampa, making his way down to the ring. Ciampa making his way down to the ring. Big matchup here tonight. The long-awaited rematch. So, Let's do this. Rollins and Champa locking up here. Champa caught now. Seth's got him around the midsection here, and Seth Rollins trying to fight out of it now. Seth Rollins. Champa arm drag, taking him down. Also, Ciampa's got him now, and Seth Rollins trying to get out of it. Ciampa with Rollins. Seth Rollins into a head scissor now on Tommaso. Rollins punching him in the midsection now, and Ciampa hips back up to his feet now, and Ciampa. Oh, Rollins countering, kicking the midsection here from Seth Rollins. Big right hook connecting now. Seth Rollins firing away. Chopping away on Ciampa again. Ciampa ducks him down. Tommaso Ciampa lighting them up now. Knocks Rollins in the corner. Big right hook connects. Rollins countering into. Goes for a drop kick. Ciampa goes for the clothesline. Rollins. Ciampa with the right hook. Forearm strike taking him down. Ciampa now coming in. Rollins sidestepping. Ciampa countering down. Ciampa into. Whoa! A jumping leg lariat across the back of the head. It's a really big clothesline. Seth Rollins grabbing onto him. Seth Rollins into neckbreaker on Tommaso Ciampa. Rollins getting him back up to his feet now. He's got Ciampa back up now, and Seth Rollins into a drop kick, takes him down, follows it up, coming off the ropes with. Goes for a big knee strike. Ciampa out of the way now. Tommaso Ciampa. Grabs Seth Rollins here, and Ciampa. With Rollins into the corner now. Ciampa with a clothesline taking him down. Oh, but what are you doing, bud? And now Ciampa flying crossbody to the outside on Seth Rollins. Tommaso Ciampa getting him back up to his feet now, and Ciampa grabs Rollins and launching him back into the ring. Ciampa following him back into the ring now, and Ciampa, no. Rollins countering. Tommaso Ciampa caught. Seth Rollins into pedigree. Rolls Ciampa over now. Seth Rollins has got him down for the 1, 2, no. Thanks for a leg drop. Ciampa out of the way now, and Tommaso Ciampa. Jumping neckbreaker there, taking him down here. Ciampa. Rollins rolls him through now into roundhouse kick. And now Rollins has got him here, kicking to the back of Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa back to his feet though, jumping neckbreaker. Both men down. With them, he's got a kendo stick he's sliding into the ring here. And now Ciampa. Oh, went for the big clothesline. Seth Rollins. For the right hook. Ciampa flying in with another clothesline there to Rollins. Taking him down now. Tommaso Ciampa. Here we go. Going for running knee strike to Seth Rollins. Ciampa's got all of him now. Ciampa. Seth Rollins. No. Seth Rollins countering it into. No. Ciampa. Kicking the midsection now. And Ciampa's caught him here. Ciampa into fairy tale ending on Seth Rollins now. Ciampa's got him down. 1, 2, no. Rollins taking him down now. Seth Rollins, super kick. He's got him down now. Rollins turning over with a kick into curb stomp. Rollins now into a cover on Ciampa here. Seth Rollins, 1, 2, no! Ciampa kicks out. Now Ciampa's got a hold of Seth Rollins here. Tommaso Ciampa into the head, taking him down here. Grabbing a hold of him, getting him back up to his feet. Goes for a discus clothesline. Rollins, German suplex. Ciampa sidestepping now. Rollins countering. Seth Rollins into jumping neckbreaker. Rollins has got him down now, but wait a minute. Regal. Oh, but Femi and William Regal yelling at him now. Reigns and Mox trying to hype their partner back up. And Ciampa now. Bicycle knee to Rollins. Seth Rollins down now. John Moxley getting up on the apron there for a moment. And now Ciampa, no. Rollins countering. Rollins goes for a chop. Ciampa. Knee strike there. Rollins back to his feet here. Counter for counter now. Seth Rollins, no. Tommaso Ciampa. Swings him around here. Ciampa with Rollins. Goes over the top rope now, and Tommaso Ciampa. Here we go. Forearm strike into Willow's Bell on Seth Rollins. Into the cover now. Tommaso Ciampa for the 1, 2. Kick out from Seth. Ciampa with a big strike there now, and Seth Rollins answers back. One point in time, these were considered the 2 best stars in LS11 Universe in the first few seasons. They were considered top of the game. The best of the best. And now they are both chopping the holy hell out of one another. Who's going to get the better here, though? Rollins and Ciampa. Here we go. They are firing away at one another now. Rollins and Ciampa firing away here. Who's getting the better? Seth Rollins has got him. Forearm strike there to Tommaso Ciampa. But wait a minute, Regal. Regal again yelling at Seth Rollins. Trying to buy Ciampa an opening. Oh, and a knee into the back from Ciampa to Rollins. Seth Rollins taking him down now. Tommaso Ciampa goes down. Seth Rollins with a super kick taking down the Black Heart. Seth Rollins now kicks him in the head. Ciampa's down. Ciampa, though, rolling into the corner now. And Tommaso Ciampa. Right in position now. Seth Rollins. Here we go. Buckle bomb. Into... Why don't they just land face down off the buckle bomb? Into... curb stomp! Cover on Ciampa a second time now. Rollins, 1, 2. Ciampa grabs the bottom rope. Rollins isn't going to have the same luck his wife had last week. Ciampa now chopping Rollins now. Tommaso Ciampa. It's Obafemi. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Ciampa! Ciampa! The referee was distracted by the turnbuckle pad. And Ciampa using William Regal's old brass knucks off the jaw of Seth Rollins. Fairy tale ending. And Tommaso Ciampa into a second Willow's Bell on Seth Rollins. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins may have had Ciampa beat tonight, but Tommaso Ciampa putting him down there. Rollins and Ciampa. If Ciampa hadn't pulled out those brass knuckles, it would have been all over. For Seth Rollins, he would have gotten the win, I think. But Obafemi, that well-timed removal of the turnbuckle, did exactly what Ciampa needed it to. Tommaso Ciampa is your winner, and himself, Oba, and Regal have the momentum heading into this weekend. JJ. You don't know when to call good enough. Good enough. Now do you? We were fine to leave you with our message and never see you again. Make our mark and then leave you be. But you just had to come back now, didn't you? You always needed more, didn't you, Jay? Always needed more. You've signed your own demise, Jey Uso. You have no family left. You have nobody left. But if you want a fight with my family on Sunday, then so be it. Run. Alright, it is time for our second to last matchup of the night. It's the weekly tradition, the Becky Lynch US Open Challenge. The man is here. Becky Lynch making her way down to the ring. Becky set for another defense of her U.S. title following the controversial ending to her matchup with Thea Hale last week, where Thea had the bottom rope. Who is going to accept the challenge tonight? So, Becky has made her way to the ring. Who's picking up the gauntlet tonight? Well, you know what they say. If at first you don't succeed, try it again. Thea Hale taking another shot. Thea Hale making her way down to the ring. Thea Hale set to challenge Becky Lynch one more time for the Women's U.S. title here tonight. So, the dangerous woman Thea Hale has made her way to the ring. Adam Pearce by her side. Here we go. Becky going for Thea Hale. Knee strike there, countering Thea Hale, taking down Becky to become U.S. champion. Thea Hale now for the one. No. Becky Lynch knocking her back now, pulls her in. Becky Lynch pops her up. Back body drop. Into a kip up now. Becky Lynch drops a leg drop across the midsection. Thea Hale rolls through now into a big clothesline there. Becky goes down. Thea Hale now tries to come flying at her. Becky Lynch sidestepped her there. Becky now gets caught here. Thea Hale back to her feet. Thea Hale. Kick to the midsection now. Becky knocking her back here. Becky Lynch grabs Thea now, and Becky Lynch. No, Thea Hale pushing her back into the ropes here. Thea Hale. Referee getting the clean break here. Thea Hale tries to grab her. And Becky Lynch now. Wait a minute. Thea Hale shoving her back now. And Thea Hale. Forearm strike. Into another one. And one more. No. Becky swings her around. Becky Lynch grabs her. And now Thea Hale pushing her back into the ropes here. Thea Hale seemingly trying to avoid letting this get technical. Oh, and now Becky. Wait a minute. Becky's got her. Thea Hale into a big arm drag there. Thea Hale taking down the man. Becky went for that double underhook suplex. Thea Hale saw it coming now. Thea into a clothesline. Follows up with a second one. And now Becky Lynch is caught here. Drop kick from Thea. Big chop there. Countered. Becky Lynch kicked the midsection now. And Becky putting Thea head first in the corner now. Becky Lynch sends her head first in the turnbuckle again now. Becky Lynch. Got her on Thea Hale now. No. Now Becky kicking the midsection. Grabs her. Double underhook. Takes her down into a modified disarm her here. Thea Hale is down now. Thea Hale. Knocking Becky Lynch back now. Thea Hale caught here. Becky Lynch going up. Thea Hale slides out of it again. Grabs Becky. Crucifix cover. Taking her down into another cover here. Becky Lynch. One. No. Another kick out. Thea Hale getting knocked back now. Becky Lynch into Exploder. Taking her down. Exploder suplex taking her down now. Thea Hale having her arm snapped back by Becky. Going to the middle rope now. And Becky Lynch with a big double axe handle there. Taking her down here. Becky Lynch telling Thea to get back up to her feet now. Becky. Manhandle slam. Taking her down. No rope break in sight this week. 1, 2, 3. Well, Thea tried her damnedest. Becky Lynch with the win. Once Becky caught her for that manhandle slam, that was all she wrote. Becky Lynch scoring the win over Thea Hail tonight and retaining her United States Women's Championship. Our main event coming up in just a moment. Before our main event begins tonight, I have been asked to reveal the stipulations of what is now locked in as the Miz Row Gauntlet. Because now we know that Axiom will be running the Gauntlet for his Intercontinental Championship on Sunday versus El Grande Omosikano's mask. How will this work? Axiom will defend the Intercontinental Championship one by one against each member of Miz Row. First, KC Navarro, then AJ Francis, then me, and should he somehow make it past me, then he gets his date with El Grande Omosikano. However, if any of us defeat Axiom before he runs the gauntlet, whoever scores the pinfall or the submission will be the Intercontinental Champion. And I can see it already in bright lights. The Miz, TNA Legends Champion and WWE Intercontinental Champion. Now that would be awesome. Alright, folks, well, it is now time for the main event of Monday Night Raw. It is tag team action. The last thing we've got left tonight is a face-to-face between John Cena and LA Knight. But it is tag team action before that, as here comes Axiom to the ring. Axiom making his way down to the ring, the current reigning and defending Intercontinental Champion. He won the gold a number of months ago from Austin Theory, thanks to the assistance of one of the men he faces off with tonight. So, Axiom making his way down to the ring. Big matchup here tonight for him as he heads into a defense against 5 men this weekend. As now, here comes his tag team partner, the former 2-time Intercontinental Champion, as here is Austin Theory, who this weekend is going to face off. With Bronson Reed on kickoff. This weekend, he faces Bronson Reed one last time. As here is Bronson Reed, the Colossal One, making his way down to the ring. So, tonight he finds himself teaming up with the world's largest luchador. El Grande, Omosikano, making his way down to the ring. So, Omosikano and Bronson Reed teaming up tonight. Let's do this. Bronson Reed and Axiom, they had a hell of a rivalry at the end of last season over the Intercontinental title when Bronson Reed was holding it. And now Bronson taking down Axiom. Pulling him in and launching him across the ring. Of course, these four also faced off for the Intercontinental title a few months ago a few weeks ago at Breaking Point. They faced off for the Intercontinental title. And Axiom on that night finally scored a pinfall victory over Bronson Reed for the first time. Austin Theory had his shot at becoming Intercontinental Champion again, taken by Bronson Reed, who many consider to be the ultimate hater for Austin Theory specifically. We've kind of been seeing that as Bronson taking down Axiom. But finally this weekend, Bronson Reed and Austin Theory have their final showdown at Cyber Sunday's kickoff show. And yes, as long as everything works out, Jadam and Carnold should be the commentary team for that show once again. As now back to his feet is Axiom. Bronson Reed puts him in the corner now. Tag made. In comes El Grande Omosikano. Omosikano now grabs a hold of Axiom, and El Grande Omosikano's got him by the head and choke slams him. Omosikano standing tall here as Austin Theory is now in. And Austin Theory, who beat Omosikano back in Mexico, coming in hot now. Austin Theory gets shoved back. He gets chopped now, and Austin Theory uppercut from Omosikano. Omosikano walks across the chest of Austin Theory now, kicking him down. Austin Theory now getting picked back up to his feet, and Theory kicking the midsection. Austin with a right hook. Omosikano still standing though. Omosikano goes for an overhand chop now. Tries to take him down again, but Omosikano clothesline! Taking down Austin Theory. And now Omosikano with Austin Theory. Throws him across the ring into the corner now. Tag made, back to Bronson Reed. Pulls him in now, and now Bronson Reed into powerbomb on Austin Theory. Bronson Reed trying to make sure Theory doesn't make it to Sunday. As he grabs him again and power bombs him again. As he rolls him over now, and Bronson Reed hits the ropes and senton to Austin Theory. Bronson's got a hold of him now. Bronson Reed with Austin Theory up and down. Austin Theory now getting him back up to his feet. Theory now countering. Austin Theory. Wait a minute. Small package on Bronson. Austin Theory's got it now. Kick out from Reed. Now Austin Theory stomps him in the back of the head. Rolling him over now. Austin Theory. Knee into the head of Bronson Reed again now. Austin's got him. Picking him back up to his feet now. Austin Theory grabs a hold of him. Throws Bronson Reed into the corner now. Austin Theory caught. Bronson Reed's got him up, and Bronson Reed with massive Death Valley driver tag made Omosikano in. And now El Grande getting him back up to his feet. He's got Austin by the throat. Omosikano going for the choke slam. Arm drag by Austin Theory. Theory getting him back up to his feet now, and Austin Theory shoved back. Theory. Oh! Bronson Reed taking the cheap shot. And Omosikano capitalizing. Oh, and now Austin Theory countering, though. Theory taking him down now, getting Omosikano back up to his feet. He gets shoved back again now. Bronson, or Omosikano, rather. Taking him down now, and Omosikano putting the boot to Austin Theory. Now Theory, here we go. Austin Theory into Ataxia on Omosikano. Into the cover, taken down by Bronson Reed. Goes for a super kick now, Omosikano. In the midsection here. Kicks him in the ribs now, and Austin Theory going for a DDT, getting caught by Omosikano now. Grande Omosikano. Hold on, Austin Theory's got him up, and down! He's got him back up to his feet now, and Austin Theory has Omosikano into the corner. Tag made, Axiom in. Theory and Axiom going to work together. Here we go, Omosikano. They managed to take down the Redwood. Austin Theory, or rather Axiom now, following El Grande Omosikano around the outside of the ring. Turns attention to Bronson Reed, though, for a moment. On Bronson Reed! Reed taking the cheap shot. Oh, and he does so to Austin Theory as well. Axiom, though, sending Omosikano off the ropes. Omosikano flattening Axiom. And oh no, Omosikano. Oh no. If he hits this, it's over. Oh, he was thinking it was time for falling with style. Now Omosikano as Bronson Reed ambushing Austin Theory. Omosikano. Oh my God! The death drop from Bronson Reed. And Omosikano, the former World Tag Champ, to the top rope. Falling with style. 1, 2, no! Into a big kick there to Axiom. Taking him down now, Omosikano. Overhand chop into another one. Axiom getting knocked back now. Axiom into Spanish Fly on Omosikano. 1, 2, no. And now Axiom. Oh, Axiom. He was looking for golden ratio. Spike Hurricane Rana. He goes in the corner now. Tag is made. Austin Theory is in. Omosikano staggering back to his feet now. Austin Theory. DDT. Oh, wait a minute. Bronson Reed. What's Bronson Reed doing now? Bronson Reed taking out the Intercontinental Champion. Oh my God! And Bronson Reed. Reed taking the cheap shot on Austin Theory. Oh no, the Theory fans are about to be pissed. Falling with style. 1, Axiom with the save. Now Austin Theory putting on Omosikano in the corner. Austin Theory. Oh, what a forearm. Now Austin Theory. A tag made back to the Intercontinental Champ. Axiom's back in. Axiom, split leg, no. Tag made, Bronson Reed now with Axiom down, and Bronson Reed with Tsunami! 1, 2, no! And Theory getting wiped out by Bronson. Axiom, no, wait a minute, Axiom. Taken down, tag made, Omosikano in. And now El Grande Omosikano has Axiom by the throat and choke slams him. Oh, God, no. Omosikano hits him with the tree slam. And is this a sign of what's to come this weekend? El Grande Omosikano pins the Intercontinental Champion with a boot on the chest. Just like that. El Grande Omosikano taking him down. Just like that. That's our main event there. Coming up next, folks, it is the contract signing heading in to Cyber Sunday. All right, folks, this is it. The main event of the night. It is the contract signing for the WWE title last man standing match this Sunday at Cyber Sunday. Here comes the WWE Champion to the ring, John Cena, making his way down. WWE title held high over his head. He goes into his first defense since winning it this weekend at Cyber Sunday. So, Cena has made his way down to the ring. The greatest of all time, the Unseen 18. The WWE Champion. And the man he will face, his former tag team partner. The man he betrayed 2 months ago when it seemed like the biggest what if in professional wrestling finally came true, courtesy of John Cena. Here comes the megastar, LA Knight, making his way down to the ring. LA Knight, beloved by the LS11 universe, a fan favorite, has been for a long time. A former WWE champ in his own right is LA Knight. So, Knight has made his way down to the ring. Let's have ourselves a good old-fashioned contract signing. Yeah! Legally binding documents! LA, I don't think you realize what you've gotten yourself into this weekend. You couldn't just leave good enough alone. You decided you were going to show back up and try and get in my way. I told you what happened 2 months ago was not personal. It was never personal. But you couldn't separate that, could you? I shed the skin of hustle, loyalty, and respect, and you were the last thing tying me to it. Now you're trying to drag down my final run. There are 43 weeks left until I retire. And I will be damned if I spend any more of them after Cyber Sunday dealing with you. Because here's the thing, Knight. Last month, everybody thought you were going to come to the rescue of Seth Rollins, or the delusional Seth Rollins suck-ups thought you were going to come to the aid of Seth Rollins. And now, the LA Knight marks, the LA Knight ass-kissers think that Edge is going to come to your rescue on Sunday. Well, let me tell you, LA Knight, Edge is banned from the arena on Sunday. He will not be allowed to be there on Sunday. It is just you and the greatest of all time. Let me talk to you. John. I'm done asking what happened. I'm done trying to figure out what the hell brought on this final crisis of confidence. What the hell turned you into all of this? I've been done trying to guess for a while now. I've been done trying to make any kind of assumptions. I have accepted that my friend is gone. My tag team partner is gone. And in his place is whatever the hell this is. I got no words left to say to you. I know I'm a man known for running my mouth, but I got nothing left for you. I got nothing to say to you. I got nothing to do with you. Just know that what happens on Sunday is personal. It wasn't personal for you when you put me in the hospital for a month. Well, it is personal for me when I finish the job on Sunday and I become a 2-time WWE champion with everybody saying LA Knight. And John, I got one more thing to say to you. Edge might be banned from the arena on Sunday, but he ain't banned tonight. Whoa! And there he is, Edge, from AEW. Spear! And now LA Knight stalking John Cena here. Knight. LA Knight. BFT on that folded table, and now LA Knight. Knight has got Cena set up on that table, and LA Knight through the table. And now, John, they ain't going to be counting to 10 at Cyber Sunday. They're going to be counting to 100 and scraping your old ass off the mat as they crown a new WWE champion with everybody saying... And Edge, Cena's oldest career rival, his greatest rival, showing up tonight. Cena's been ambushing Edge on AEW for the last few weeks. Edge showing up tonight to spear Cena and hand Knight the upper hand heading into Cyber Sunday. That is going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you all for watching the final Raw before Cyber Sunday. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, that was Universe, and I will see you all tomorrow for NXT. Special thanks to $10 and above Patreon backers, JJ Gyllenhaal, Tech Nizzle, Harry Willetts, and Jeremy Bird. Patreon is the best place to support me directly, and you get Main Event, Owner Club, Let's Play content, early access to side videos from other channels, and more.